We live on one of the driest continents on this planet, so having a thriving, abundant garden doesn't happen by chance. Perhaps the most important step in creating a thriving garden is looking at the foundations of your garden, and by that I mean the soil. Hi, I'm Lisa Passmore and we're coming to you today from my Perth Hills garden. Now, we've been gardening here for about 8 years, so the soil here is pretty good. But it's not like that everywhere, and chances are if you're on the coastal plain or if you've got a new house on a new block, chances are you're dealing with sand. Sand is great, it has some good properties. Sand is free draining and it has some air spaces in there, which is important, but it doesn't hold nutrient and it doesn't really hold moisture. It dries out really quickly, so this alone isn't going to give you a thriving garden. The holy grail, if you like, of garden soils is considered to be a loamy type soil. Now, a loam type soil has some sand, about 40% sand. It has some silt, which is a very fine particles, and it has about 20% worth of clay in it. So that's considered the holy grail. Now, in my garden, I've probably got a variation of that, if you like, and this I would describe as probably a sandy loam. It's got a little bit more sand in it, but it's still beautiful for growing gorgeous gardens, and most plants will absolutely thrive in this. So now I'm going to show you how you can turn this into this. We've got an example here of some sandy soil, which is fairly typical if you are in the coastal plain area or on a new building site. And to this we're going to add some organics. We've been recommending organics for many years in the hort industry, and by organics I'm referring to the soil conditioners and composts. So they're certainly very good things to add to our sandy soil, and we need that. I'm going to put a few generous handfuls into our sandy sample here. This is an off-the-shelf organic soil conditioner that I've bought, and this is a very good quality one. So we're going to mix that in well, and here I'm doing probably half and half for our example. Mixing that in really well. Now, in addition to our compost, and the compost has those silty components as well as the nutrient component, in addition to that we also add clay. The clay that I'm using today is a bentonite clay, and this has rock minerals in it as well, which the soil microbes love. Now, it's actually the soil microbes in the ground that are doing the work of feeding your plants. So our job is just to facilitate that, make their job easier. So by mixing that clay in, it is going to help hold that organic compost in the soil profile, and it's also going to hold some nutrient and moisture around the plant root zone as well. So it's a really good addition, an essential addition in my mind for sandy soils. Now, I also like to add at this stage some wetting agent, such as this granulated wetting agent here. And the reason being is that our Perth soils become extremely hydrophobic, repelling all those precious drops of water that we're trying to apply. So some granulated wetting agent mixed in well. Some people also add in some fertiliser at this stage, but I'd prefer to add that when my plants are in their active growing phase, or indeed if it's needed at all. Well, now we're ready to plant.